Hey, what is up, you guys? This is Rob. So here in the garage right now. So first, quick little 240 update. As you can see, nothing's really changed. The inside just a little bit disarray. I didn't really like the D&D wheel adapter I had on. I don't think it was the right one for this car or something. It just wasn't really fitting quite right. So I do have a Momo coming in, so it should be pretty cool. And then looking for a nice Momo steering wheel to go along with it. Nothing else has really happened so far with the 240. I did also add the rear windshield molding, which looks a lot nicer. Kind of still waiting on getting it drivable. If you know, you know. Main focus today is actually going to be the bug. So as you can see, I did get a lot of these little plastic pieces in, but some parts are back ordered. I'm probably going to install them, maybe even tomorrow actually. But today the main focus is on washing it and seeing if I can bring more life to the paint. As you can see, I did bring a little bit right here. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a wash and a polish. I did remove the chrome trim. I do have new trim coming in, but I will have to put in the trim, essentially the little holders, the little pins that go in here, because these holes go straight to the inside of the car. So I don't want to get the interior all wet. So we'll be putting those in. Now let's go ahead and let's give it a wash. Let's see how it comes out. All right, guys. So far, got it washed. It looks a bit better. I didn't even use a microfiber because I didn't even want to ruin the microfiber. I just used a cloth. I do have some old polishing rags I'm going to use for the polishing. The reason is I don't want to ruin any new polishing pads. So, got some used ones I've been seeing around. Let's get to it. All right, you guys. So it is the day after. I basically was doing the compounded polishing at night yesterday, so couldn't really see too well how it was coming out, but it looks insane, guys. So check this out. Insane, you guys. Look at how I managed to bring the paint back to life. So I did do a compound. Being that single stage, it does mean you do take off some of the paint, but I feel that it was worth it. I mean, check it out. Yeah, these pads weren't blue before. Some of the paint does come off, but wow, this just looks absolutely spectacular, you guys. I was not expecting to bring this much shine back to it. Just phenomenal. So here's the next step. So as you can see, paint's looking good. I got about 3/4 of the plastic pieces, these faded off plastic pieces already in, and I was going to wait till I had them all to install them, but I'm kind of tired of seeing the box sitting around the garage. So I'm gonna go ahead and install them, and let's see how it looks. All right, you guys, bit of a cool little update, so check this out. I'm replacing the plastic that I have. Some of it's still back ordered, but some is here. Check out that difference, guys. It really looks much better, but perfect timing as I was working on the bug. And this tube right here is the aluminum, especially the chrome for the side, so I can actually get all that installed. I am waiting for one side of these rocker panels still. I gotta check what side I have. Let's see, the box is right here. I have the right side. Okay, so I still need the left side. That's still back ordered. But I can at least put everything that I have on it right now. So you can see, this you saw I did the front. I am waiting for one of the back, these little plastic lenses. I do have one side, so it'll be a cool little before and after at least. So, all right, you guys, status update. So check this out. The chrome trim looks so good, you guys. It just snaps right in, which is really nice. A little bit loose in some parts, but that's just how it's supposed to be. All this is brand new. I mean, it looks spectacular, especially with the lights. What's next is tomorrow I'm going to be doing the running boards on the bottom there. Only one side came in, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. It's going well. As you can see, I also have my wonderful table over here. Everything I've been using, polish, aluminum polish, all that kind of stuff. So, can't wait to get the next update, you guys. This is going to be one heck of a transformation. So So check this out. We're gonna do the running boards. Came off fairly easy, but as you can see, these old ones are nasty. Just straight up rusted out garbage. These are actual German-made ones, which is really cool. So that means they'll fit really nicely. This side came out fine. The other side has some strip screws, so I gotta figure out how to deal with those. But all right, let's get them on. Oh, guys, these running boards look amazing. I'm not gonna lie, these were a huge pain to install. But wow, they really do bring out essentially the classiness of the car. Really love how they look. All that's left is I'm still waiting for a running board on the other side, and now I gotta see what I do with the interior. And I realize that the passenger and driver's side, the window seals, these are so old and crusted, they don't do anything, no water protection or anything. So these are gonna be replaced. I was thinking of replacing this glass, but this window is, I think it's original. So I was like, well, maybe not. Let's see. Maybe not. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm trying to show you guys, what was writing on the glass. But I don't know. I might try to keep this and just replace the inner seal. But yeah, not bad. All right, you guys. So let's show you guys how the chrome now looks. So I did polish it pretty good. I used quadruple zero steel wool and some, of course, chrome polish. Worked pretty well. Also got new plastic right here. This rubber strip kind of sucks, but a new one cost about $180, and I don't really want to spend that. Overall, though, it's looking pretty solid. I got to figure out the back bumper, namely how to straighten it out. It was definitely hit at one point, but let me show you guys the inside. As you guys can see, I went ahead and I stripped it. I took out all the headliner, I took out the back seats. They're on the side of the house right now, they're covered, but I'm going to redo all the upholstery myself. The only thing is that there is a hole right here, essentially under this carpet in the floor pan. So I have to get that patched in before I do anything else, honestly. So the main plan now is I'm just going to give the car, get the oil change done, spark plugs, fuel filter, already have all that stuff in. And after that's on, take it for its first drive, just as it is right now, just to see how it's going. And then we'll see where I go from there. So an update from when I first started this video on a 240, I did go ahead and I have the Momo steering column coming in. That's like basically lost by USPS. So I hope it comes in at least next week. And then I already have the Monte Carlo 320mm, the thicker grip steering wheel coming in also. So that's gonna look really cool on this. I'm not too hot on the quick releases, so maybe I'll see if I still want to use it. I don't know. As of right now, just waiting on that. Still waiting to get something else done with it before I could drive it. If you know, you know. Hint, California. Windshield wipers, they are done already. I just haven't put them back on. They're just been in the house. And yeah, 240 has also been cool. Again, with the Bug and the 240, just been having a lot of fun with it. So yeah, like I said, you guys, the Bug is looking pretty good. Next thing will really just be, like I said, straighten out the engine compartment a little bit, get it a little bit more fixed out, and then finally take it for its first real drive around, probably just go get gas with it. And then as waiting till I can get somebody out here to patch the floor pans. I don't want to do a full replacement because I'm not going to lie to you guys. Some floor pans will cost about $600 to $700. I don't know how to weld. I don't really have an interest in buying all the welding stuff because that's probably the only time I'd ever really use it. It would just be way more than I want to put into it. The reality is a Super Beetle, especially 74, it's not worth like 20 grand or something. To me, it's not worth enough that I want to spend a whole lot more than I already put into it. I might put another $1,000 into it max, and that's pretty much it. I got it for free. It's awesome, but it's not like it's a super clean body or anything like that. So I'm not trying to go overboard on the spending with it. We just want to mod it up, enjoy it a little bit. I might lower it. I'm still deciding, only like a couple inches. It's just to make it look a little bit cleaner and, enjoy it. And then when the time comes, sell it and not be, out of essentially be out of budget and lose money on it. The 240 though, that's going to be staying for the foreseeable future because I just always thought 90s cars were awesome, and I'm just so happy to finally have a 90s JDM car because after selling my 87 Supra up way back, I've been wanting to get back into something fun like that. It just wasn't a card, so that's something we don't want to stick around. But still enjoying Volkswagen. Of course, follow for more content on it. Definitely have a lot to do. With that, guys, this is Rob, and have a good one.